Well, guys, it's a rough day. It's a rough day for us Gojo fans. How are y'all doing? I'm not okay. I don't want to work. I don't even want to read another manga. Boruto chapters leaks came out. I read the chapter as well. I wasn't even hyped for it. Like, this chapter has really fucked me up this week. And then to realize that today is also the day Gojo is getting sealed in the anime. Spoilers for... I'm sorry, I'm gonna put that up before I say all that, but spoilers for the anime people. But... my man died this week. And he's getting sealed up this week. I haven't been this hurt since Jiraiya, bro. I feel like that kid earlier on this year who was watching Naruto for the first time on TikTok and he went viral. I was like, they killed my nigga Jiraiya, bro. That's how I feel, bro. They killed my nigga Gojo, bro. And to think that I'm gonna just make this process my emotions. I'm gonna post it, but like to think that the only reason Sukuna was able to do this was because Maharaga gave him the blueprint, and he was like, "Yeah, I can do that shit. I can do that." Like literally, like Gojo. In my personal opinion, how this fight breaks down, Gojo showed that he was the strongest in output and power. Peak power and just straight AP, that's him, right? But Sukuna's the king of curses, the king of curse techniques. He's a tactician. I didn't want to sit here and admit it, but he's the better sorcerer. It ain't all about strength sometimes. But in terms of strength and like an ability, how can they win? Like honestly, like let's talk about this. How can they win? Without the ending being like an ass pull, or we feel like it's an ass pull, because I want Yuji to be the one to just end this shit, right? But Yuji would have to get a major, like, glazing. He would have to get like the most ass pull of ass pulls, because what can he do? What is Yuji gonna do? What is Kashimo gonna... what is anybody gonna do against a motherfucker that has learned to cut through space and time itself at an infinite rate? Because he got through infinity. Like sit here and honestly think about this shit. How can they win? How? And on top of that, like, I want to believe because, his head isn't gone, but it's like, the man done healed his arm, healed all the cuts, he done fried his fucking brain. It's really over for our dude. It's really over. It's really over. Like Jiraiya, ain't nobody coming to help Jiraiya, bro. No matter how many times we watch that fucking scene, ain't nobody coming to help Jiraiya against pain, bro. No matter how many times we read this shit, and no matter how many times we sit here trying to cope with the idea that Gojo is still alive, Gojo's dead. Gojo is fucking dead. And I don't know how they're gonna wrap this up. How? KK, how? I'm in too deep. I can't drop it. I'm in too deep, man. I gotta inject it in my veins next week. I gotta know what's gonna happen. But what do y'all think? How can they win? Who's gonna stop this fucking menace down here? Kenjaku can't do shit if that nigga goes rogue. What is Kenjaku gonna do against him now? Huh? What's gonna happen? I don't know. All I know is I have not been so moved by a death in anime or manga like this from a sensei perspective since Jiraiya, bro. My nigga just got one more point before I leave. The nigga Gojo literally just got unsealed, bro. Like, he been sealed for so long. 3 months go by. The day of the anniversary of his best friend's death, he dies too. Damn. I fucking love my manga and anime, bro. But this shit, bro.